Big Polly's World of Sports Sims presents HTFL football, and this time around it's going to be Green Bay and San Diego. I'm Big Polly coming to you on this Wednesday evening, and we will get you to this game, Green Bay and San Diego, the 13th game of Week 13, oddly enough. San Diego a 1 point favorite despite being 5-6 and Green Bay being 8-3. 61 degrees and sunny at San Diego's Qualcomm Stadium. I will be controlling San Diego. The computer will control Green Bay. I'll take the ball to start the game. Philip Rivers and Aaron Rodgers, your quarterbacks. And Vince Lombardi on one sideline and Don Coryell, not a bad coach in his own right. As you could see what was left over from that San Francisco game I just did. Sproles, Fuller, Anderson back deep for San Diego, who are in blue, and we'll get this game started. And that's Longwell kicking to Sproles. The return goes 32 yards to the 34. Setting up the San Diego lineup, Tomlinson and Young at running back, Allstott at Martin at wideout, Gates at tight end, Rivers quarterback mix. Wilkerson, Hardwick, Sweeney, and Washington will be your offensive line. You got 4 10s in the lineup for Green Bay. Davis, Campman, Jordan, Ray are your front four. Forrester, Nitschke, Robinson, your linebackers. Adderley, Hudson, Dillon, and Wood, your defensive backs. So 3 of those 4 10s are in the defensive backfield. And you'll see Hudson on the other side of the ball when Green Bay goes on offense. So they're going to see a lot of LaDainian Tomlinson, I think, for San Diego. He's going to take it trap left. And that's not a bad gain, 5 yards. And Nitschke on the stop. San Diego, how have they done this year? Let's profile them in a little bit greater detail. They got off to a good start. They stunned Los Angeles week 3, 38-20, and then they beat them again in the rematch, 36-33 in San Diego. They were 5-2 at one point. I'm sorry, 5-3 at one point, but they haven't won a game since. They lost to New England, Baltimore, and Houston. And Houston's win was a couple weeks ago on Monday Night Football. So, and after tonight, they have Arizona, Kansas City, Las Vegas, and New York all at home. So a lot of home cooking on the menu for the Chargers. They get the ball here, a trap left, a blitz coming, so we're going to screen it to Young. And this looks like, oh, that looked like a disastrous play. They pitch it to Young instead on an audible. And that's a 4-yard loss. So it's 3rd and 9. San Diego does not want to get into a passing contest with the Packers. They figure they could get them throwing the ball. And medium hitch to Martin. Incomplete. And San Diego's going to have to punt. Paul McGuire doing the punting. And that punt is caught by Hyde. A gain of 2. And McGuire, could this be the phantom punter injury? We will see and double check. Yes, it was. McGuire not out 2 games. For some reason, the computer likes to do that. I have to adjust the color on my monitor here. So stand by, folks. There we go. That's what I have to do until I can look into it a little more. So for Green Bay, who get the ball now, no score, 13-14 gone by first quarter. Taylor and Anderson are your running backs. Hudson and Sharp at wideout. Houghton at tight end. Quarterback is Aaron Rodgers. Gregg, Kramer, Brock, Gillingham, and Bakatian are your offensive line. For San Diego, it's O'Neal, Williams, Ladd, and Johnson, the front four. Seau, McGuire, and Phillips are your linebackers. The same Paul McGuire we just saw, not getting injured, even though they're saying he was. Cromartie, Bird, Weddle, and Harrison are your defensive backs. Where is my mouse? Thank you very much. 1st and 10 for Green Bay. Throwing a catch to Donnie Anderson, who gains 13 yards. Seau on the tackle. Paul Kaufman enters as the second tight end for Green Bay. If you are wondering how Green Bay has been doing over the year, their first loss was the opening game, 24-19 Minnesota. They will get them again on Monday night, which will be a week from Friday, or thereabouts. The second loss wasn't until week 6 when they lost 30-27 to Detroit. And then loss number 3 was at the hands of St. Louis, 23-17. Here's your 1st and 10 play now from the 29-yard line, I should say. Aaron Rodgers scrambling. A fumble picked up by Hudson, and in total the play gained a yard. 2nd and 9 at the 30. Looking for Hudson, but it's incomplete. New school to old school there. And it's 3rd and 9. Ball at the 30 as we are just getting this game started. Here's your 3rd and 8. Incomplete, looking for Paul Kaufman. So the Packers will have to punt. Donnie Anderson back deep. Will punt to Fuller, and Fuller with the fair catch at the 27. The punt goes 43. San Diego gets it back 1st and 10. Blitz coming, so this is going to be a screen to Damian. He'll get a first down. Get it close to midfield to the 47. Forrester finally on the tackle, the outside linebacker. Tomlinson back to him, off tackle left. Bounces off a couple of players, gains 5 yards. It was Dillon on the stop. Dive to Ricky Young. Ricky, don't lose that football. You don't want to play for nobody else. Hudson on the tackle at the 48 after no gain. Ricky, don't lose that number is the song I was trying to convey to you all. Look that one up on YouTube. Ricky, don't lose that number. Well, anyway, 3rd and 5 at the 48. Allworth, slant. A gain of 6. If this was the Sunday Night Football game, they'd already have that song chimed into the background, but we're on YouTube, so no chance of that happening. First down, Allworth, gain of 6. Adderley on the stop. 9:13 left in this game out in the left coast. Off tackle right, Tomlinson, and Rivers calls timeout. Screen to Young. We have a marker that would be a first down if it holds.
Encroachment.
And it will hold.
Number 44, 5-yard penalty.
They get Baby Ray for the encroachment, and San Diego will decline it. Trap right, Tomlinson. And Tomlinson with another nice gain. 9 yards. He is at 3 carries and 19 yards on the day. Good time to use play action. This is going to be a fly to Tony Martin. That's on the money and 6 points. Phillip Rivers to Tony Martin. You draw him in with the run and you throw over the top with the pass. 6-0. Extra point by Kading is good, and it's 7-0 with 7:24 left. Opening quarter, Odom back deep along with Adderley and somebody else. Odom all the way out to the 37. The return went 33. And the crowd just figured it out and went, oh! 1st and 10 at the 37. Screen to Jimmy Taylor, who's had some great games so far in the HTFL. 9-yard gain. McGuire on the tackle. And you see him there. He was pretty much a renaissance man for San Diego. Out of the Citadel, he could also play tight end and wide out. Played linebacker, could also punt, as we have seen. 2nd in the yard, Taylor, no dice. Loss of a yard and Johnson on the tackle. 3rd and 2 at the 45. That's incomplete. And Green Bay must punt. We'll watch for the fake. Anderson, a short punt. Fuller had to come in for it, and the return goes 35. The return was for no yards, and the punt went 35. We have 5:30 left. It is still 7-0 in favor of San Diego. Looking for a win to stay in the Western Conference argument. They're 5-6. They're 2 out of the wild card. San Diego at 7. Denver at 7 wins. Las Vegas and Seattle have caught up. That was no gain, by the way, by Robinson. Not Robinson. Robinson made the tackle, and Tomlinson was the carrier. We're going to go Ricky Young, trap right. He gains a few. 6 yards. Campman makes the tackle. And it is 3rd and 4. Gates, a cross over the middle. Instead, it's dumped off to Tomlinson, who gains 6 and a first down. So if San Diego can keep this going, they got a good strategy. Trap right. Tomlinson. A fumble. Recovered by Green Bay. Willie Davis. And ball control is going to be key here. 1st and 10 at the 35 at San Diego for Green Bay. Rodgers to Taylor. Taylor's got a first down. He's at the 20. He's at the 17. He picks up 18 yards. 1st and 10 at the 17. This is Taylor again. A 1-yard loss. Taylor now has 3 carries and 16 yards. 2nd and 11. That's a throw and a catch to Kaufman. Gain of 8. And setting up 3rd and 3, Weddle made the tackle. Big money play here for Green Bay. It's a touchdown. Billy Houghton. And it's 7-6. Point after, good by Longwell. And we are at 7-7. I will once again futilely try to adjust the color. Of my monitor because I'm having all kinds of trouble. Hang on, folks. As usual, something comes along and you gotta play with it here. Okay. 7-7. 45 seconds left first quarter. Sproles back deep. And we're going to return it. Ball at the 24. Return 26 yards. Stretch play. And we will look to LaDainian Tomlinson. And Tomlinson breaks a bunch of tackles, gains 20 yards. That'll do it for the first quarter. We're tied at 7 so far. 57 yards for Green Bay on 11 plays, 109 for San Diego on 15. Special shout out to the Digital to Dice podcasting crew who just put out another episode. Off tackle right. I believe this is to Tomlinson. Yes, it is. This afternoon. I have not gotten around to listen to it. A gain of 4. I will probably be listening to it as soon as I am done with this. 2nd and 6. Dave and Uncle Ron always pick out some timely topics for the crew. Us doing all these games. Off tackle right, Tomlinson. But they're playing short and tight, so I'm going to go medium fly to Martin. Oh, and it was there. Yes, sir, boys. Sangstrom would say 18 yards. Hudson makes the tackle. And Rivers has started 6 for 7, 83 yards. He's not having a bad day so far. Trap right, LaDamian. Blitz coming, so this is going to be a screen to Ricky Young. This is going to be for good yardage. 20, 10. He's got 6 points. Touchdown, Chargers. Ricky Young with his longest catch of the season, as you can see there. 34 yards. And it's 13-7 in favor of the Chargers. Your point after, good by Kading. And it's 14-7. Odom back deep. Caught it about the 6. Returned to the 44. A nice return for Green Bay. And that'll set them up nicely. Aaron Rodgers with it. First and 10 at the 44. Aaron Rodgers beating out Brett Favre and Bart Starr for the quarterbacking position. 2 Hall of Famers. That was a gain of 3. Jim Taylor. 2nd and 7 at the 47. Hudson on the slant, but that falls incomplete. Hudson was a great two-way player out of Alabama. One of the first great receivers in pro football history. Kind of like Sammy Baugh is considered the first great quarterback in NFL history. But a lot of people think even though that Hudson really was both a running back and a defensive back, no, not running back, a wideout and a defensive backs, because back in the era of where he played, which was like circa World War II, you had to play multiple positions, and coaches wanted you to play multiple positions. He was one of the best. 3rd and 7 at the 47. Not surprisingly, he still holds up all day. And speaking of Don Hudson, here is a catch for him of 13 yards, and it's 1st and 10 at the 40. So Aaron Rodgers getting work in. He's at 5 of 9, 53 yards. Taylor, off tackle left, tackled by Paul McGuire. Taylor is at 5 catches for 21 yards, 2nd and 8. Rodgers, a lot of time. I believe this is Houghton, and Houghton has another touchdown, his 2nd of the day, and it's 14-13. So back and forth we go. Point after try, good by Longwell, and we're at 14-14. That was a 38-yard pass. Rodgers to Houghton, and we're dead even again with 10:47 left in the first half. And this is going to be a touchback, and San Diego starts from the 20. LaDamian, he's on the run, and he has a big play, past the 50. Could he go? He will go. Nobody's going to catch LaDamian. Tomlinson, a touchdown. That's 80 yards, one play, and he's at 126 on the day. So just like that, San Diego takes the lead again. Kading's extra point is true, and it's 21-14. So the stat keeper being kept busy at the moment. 10:28 left in the opening half. And now Green Bay gets it on the kickoff. And this is returnable. This is past the 50. Could this go all the way? It can! Touchdown! Odom, 94 yards. Everybody getting a touchdown right now. The extra point, good by Longwell. And in, let me see here, 29 seconds we have had 3 touchdowns. One for 38 yards, one for 80 yards, and one for 94 yards. Okay, Sproles, you're up. Actually, this is going to be a touchback. So it's 21-21. Trap right. Tomlinson, and he picks up another 6 yards. He's at 132 on the day, and we haven't even played 20 minutes yet. So back and forth we go. Short hitch to Allworth. A blitz coming, so we're going to change it to a slant, if we can find where the slant is. There it is. Looking for Bambi, and he's got him. Gain of 8. Stretch, Tomlinson. This is going to be a penalty
Illegal shift. Offense.
against San Diego.
Number 21, 5-yard penalty.
Well, the game had to slow down at some point. First and 15 at the 29. Hitch, Allworth. That is caught, but not by Allworth. Tony Martin picks up 6. They're going to pitch it right to LaDamian. See if he can turn the corner. He could for a little bit, 2 yards. And it's 3rd and 7. Miller, medium cross. That's caught. Gain of 15. Hudson on the tackle. We're going to screen it to LaDamian Tomlinson's already got 2 catches on the day. And that's good to him. Another pickup of 11. Oh, what a day LaDamian already having. 171 yards rushing and receiving. That gains 11. It's 1st and 10 at the 37. Off tackle right, LaDamian. He's finding holes like a dentist does when he has a patient with bad cavities. Gain of 3. And it's 2nd and 7 at the 34. Gates, short cross. Incomplete. Wood got tangled up with Gates. And it's 3rd and 7. They'll go to Allworth. Bambi, number 19. That's incomplete. And we'll have a field goal try. This would be 51 yards out. There is a wind, and San Diego going into it. Kading from 51 pushed it left. No good. The odds were not good that he would hit it, but the way this game has been going, why not try it? So Green Bay takes over at their own 41. We are tied at 21. We have 4:46 left. Rogers over the middle to Kaufman. He gains 8. Weddle pancaked him. 2nd and 2 at the 49. This is Sharp, who gains 12. Sterling Sharp, not to be confused with Shannon Sharp, who we just had the other night. Cromartie makes the tackle. 1st and 10 at the 39 of San Diego. Incomplete. Looking for Houghton, but not able to find him. 2nd and 10. Incomplete. So now Rogers finally getting a little cold throwing the ball. 8 for a 14, 111 yards. Rivers, incidentally, 11 of 14, 157, 2 touchdowns, and Rogers has thrown 2 touchdowns. 3rd and 10 at the 39. Over the middle to Sterling Sharp. He gains 16. And it's 1st and 10 at the 23 as these two teams just keep going back and forth at each other.
False start. Offense. Number 75, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 1st down.
They get Forrest Gregg for the false start. And it's 1st and 15 at the 28. Rogers throwing to Hudson. No gain. 2nd and 15 at the 28. Rogers cocks the arm. Incomplete. Kramer, with a foot injury, has left the game. His return is probable, so it's now Gregg, Wale, Brock, Gillingham, and Becty. I think Wall is the new player. He's out of Navy. Or is it Gillingham? We know one of the guards is new. 3rd and 15, ball to 28. Way short of the 1st down is Taylor. I will call a timeout here at 2:08. They'll try a field goal from 44 yards out. They have the wind advantage, 0-10. That's good. Longwell with the not the extra point, but the touchdown. 44 yards out. Field goal from 44 yards out. My goodness. It's 24-21. And San Diego gets it. They have 1 timeout left, and Packers have 3. How about Tomlinson on a draw play. Well, that's not what I wanted to call. I want to call a dive. Loss of 3, 2-minute warning. And it's a 2nd and 13 at the 17. It's 24-21 Green Bay. We're going to look to Martin on the medium out route. Good. Catch, a first down. Setting up a 3rd and 2. He did not get out of bounds, so they'll have to hurry. Out to Gates. That's incomplete, so McGuire has to punt it away. Wind in his face, but not a big wind. Hyde came in a bit to retrieve the punt. It went 40 yards. The return went 7. And Green Bay has all 3 timeouts working for them at a $1:26 on the clock. The ball at their own 38. They lead 24-21. Taylor picking up 4. And Green Bay burns one of their 3 timeouts. 2nd and 6 at the 43. A sack by Phillips. Kramer back in the game at left guard. And Green Bay not opting to use a timeout. 3rd and 12 at the 37. Complete and out of bounds to Houghton. Houghton has had a nice day. He's had 2 touchdowns, 3 catches, 52 yards. So this is his first catch without a touchdown. I'll set up for the return. Donnie Anderson's punt went 53 yards, returned 2 by Fuller. And with 47 seconds left, I'm really not going to press the issue here unless I get a big running play. Tomlinson off tackle right. He gains 8. And Tomlinson over the middle. 8 more yards. He's at 150. But I see no reason to continue. We go to the half. And what a first half we have had. 24-21 in favor of Green Bay. I will be right back. So here we go. 24-21, we start the second half of play. I thought I had turned my microphone off. I did not. 152 yards for Green Bay. They were the beneficiary of some nice plays on the return team. They had a kick return for a touchdown. They ran 26 plays in the first half. San Diego ran 33 and got 320. So that's where we are. Tomlinson has already had 150 yards rushing and 37 yards receiving. Odom back deep for Green Bay as we start this second half, and quarter number 7 for me today. Odom, a 28-yard return to the 32. A 1st and 10 from there. Aaron Rodgers comes back out. He's 12 of 19, 132 yards. Taylor incomplete, threw in traffic, and that's what happens when you throw in traffic. Lose sight of the ball sometimes. It's 2nd and 10 at the 32. That's a throw and a catch. Sterling Sharp gains 11. 1st and 10 now at the 43. Taylor, look out. All the way down to the 28. Bird finally makes the tackle there after a gain of 29. Taylor now 7 carries and 54 yards. 1st and 10 at the San Diego 28.
Holding. Offense.
But that's going to back them up 10.
10-yard penalty.
Back 10. 1st and 20 at the 38. Rodgers scrambles for a little bit. 1 yard. Phillips gets to him. 2nd and 19 at the 37. A sack. Phillips. His 2nd of the day. Sean Phillips. It's now 3rd and 22. What do you do? Incomplete.
Holding. Offense. Number 69. 10-yard penalty.
Well, we'll decline that. And we'll set up for the punt. Sure, they'll go sideline with it. They do. And it's out at the 5. Which is kind of where San Diego would want it, actually. Just a lot more ground for Ladamian to cover. He's already got an 80-yarder today. Trap left. And that's a gain of 3 to get him to 153 on the day. Stretch play, Ladamian. And Green Bay didn't like the call. They called time. Off tackle right, Ladamian. A blitz is being called. We're still going to run the play. And that is 5 yards on the pickup. A third and a deuce. And we're going to throw to Kellen Winslow Sr. on the short hitch. Rivers runs. He gets the first down. He picks up 3. Needed 2. Tomlinson. Trap right on 1st and 10. A blitz coming. It's going to be a screen to Young instead. Incomplete. Tomlinson. Off tackle right. Back to the line. Loss of a yard, in fact. So that sets up 3rd and 11. They're going to go Gates. Medium slant. And Green Bay calls another timeout. So it's going to be an out. Medium out to Allworth. That's incomplete. Rivers is now 12 of 18. McGuire back to punt, and Green Bay should get good field position, although that's a boomer. Punting into the wind was San Diego, but the punt by McGuire went 52 anyway. The return by Hyde went 8, and it's 1st and 10 Green Bay at their own 41 with 8:53 left third quarter. A 24-21 game. Incomplete. Looking for Anderson. Kramer injured again. So Wall will come in and replace him at left guard. 2nd and 10 at the 41. Taylor. Look at that wide open space he's got. That's another 23 yards for him. It's 8 carries and 77 yards. 1st and 10 at the 36. And this is thrown. Something happened. I have no idea what. It's a touchdown. It was a flea flicker. Taylor, it was a handoff to Taylor, who pitched it back to Rogers, who threw it to Houghton. Good for the touchdown, and Houghton now has 3 on the day. Touchdown Green Bay, and it's 30-21. Your point after, good by Longwell. And Green Bay now with a 31-21 lead. Sproles back deep for San Diego. And we're going to return it. Even though it was 3 yards deep. And this went to the 19 after a 22-yard return. Well, let's stick with the running game, boys. Sweep left. Tomlinson, we're actually going to make it a screen to him. Since we need the yardage and we need the points now, down 10. Gain of 7. Forrester makes the tackle. That's 4 carries and 4 catches for 44 yards. For Tomlinson, he's at 201 rushing and receiving. Tony Martin, hitch. Incomplete. Setting up a 3rd and 3. They're going to go Allworth. Short cross. That's caught. The gain is of 13 yards. And that's a 1st down. Tomlinson, trap left. Play goes 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Ball at the 41. Martin, the medium cross. Instead, it's a dump off to Tomlinson, who gains 5. Forrester on the tackle. 3rd and 3 at the 46. About going to the money man, Antonio Gates. Sure-handed tight end. Oh, they catch Rivers in a Bad spot right away, and he is blindsided by Robinson. He goes down, and San Diego will have to punt it away. McGuire will just boom this one. And not a good punt. You saw Hyde coming in for it a little bit. The punt went 42. First and 10 at the 16 for Green Bay. We have 3:55 left, third quarter. 31-21 in favor of Green Bay. Donnie Anderson, who we haven't called too many times today, no yardage gain there. He had one catch for 12 yards earlier. One catch for 13 yards earlier, I should say. And it's second and 10 at the 16. Anderson. No gain. Phillips on the stop. Third and 10 at the 16. San Diego trying to get a stop here. That's incomplete. Fourth and 10, and San Diego will get it back on the punt, it would appear. Punt goes 42 from Anderson. Fuller returns at 6, and a net was 36. 2:14 now left. Third quarter, it's still 31-21. San Diego trailing by 10. Miller on the long slant. Instead, it's a dump off to Martin. Sharper on the tackle, a gain of 3. Second and 7. Tomlinson. And he got close to the first down, and he got the first down. 7-yard gain. Adderley on the stop. They'll go back to Tomlinson. Off tackle right. He gains another 5. He is at 171 on the day now. And since this third quarter winding down, we'll just go trap right with Damian. Another first down, gain of 6. And we go to the fourth quarter. It's 31-21 in favor of Green Bay. Green Bay, 248 yards of total offense. They have run 37 plays. San Diego has run 48 plays and has gained 374. A first and 10. And we go Gates on the medium out. Caught. Close to the first. He picks up 9. And it's second and a yard. Tomlinson dive. Loss of a yard.
Motion. Offense. Number 80. 5-yard penalty.
Martin called for illegal motion. It is second and 6 at the 27. Pitch right. Well.
False start. Offense. Number 85. 5-yard penalty. Repeat. Second down.
San Diego going the wrong way now. Second and 11. With a man in motion, and they'll look for Miller. What should we do here? We should go a medium cross. That's dumped to Tomlinson. Another 10 yards for him. He is now at, if my math is right, 236 in total yards today. That's his 6th catch. He has 59 yards catching, and he's got 177 running the ball, as he will do here on a dive on 3rd and 1. That's a first. And Tomlinson goes over the 1,000-yard rushing mark. He's at 1,002. And today he is up at 1. Well, he won't tell me because I'm going to have to reset the box. Hang on, folks. He's at 182 on the day. Quick pass. Actually, no, I didn't want to call that. I wanted to call quick pitch Tomlinson. And this is going to work out nicely. Another gain of 11. First and goal at the 6. Might as well just keep staying with him. Tomlinson off tackle right. Touchdown. Rushing touchdown number 11 for LaDamian. And the crowd at San Diego goes wild. It's 31-27. Tomlinson at 199 on the day. Your extra point. Good. Ikading 31-28. Odom back deep for Green Bay. We have 11:47 left in the fourth quarter. Odom, who returned one earlier, returns this one 34 yards. And it's 1st and 10 for Green Bay as they try to hold on to this lead and quell the rebellion here in San Diego. Anderson, a gain of 2 yards, but that is it. 2nd and 8. Anderson, about the same, gain of 1. 3rd and 7 now at the 39. Throw and a catch. Williams out of the game now. Weddle made the tackle on Kaufman. The play gained 9 yards. It's 1st and 10 at the 48. Green Bay trying to cross the 50. They're a little closer now. They're right at the 50 as Anderson gains 2, tackled by Harrison. Rodney Harrison, who we see on TV on Sunday nights for NBC.
Holding, defense, number 22, 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
And another first down for Green Bay. San Diego kind of shooting themselves in the foot a little bit here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Pitch to Anderson. A fumble recovered by Green Bay. Sterling Sharp. No, it was Kramer. Kramer on the recovered fumble. Kramer wears 64 and Sterling Sharp for 84. And I thought I saw 84 and not 64. 2nd and 10 at the 45. To Hudson. A gain of 4 yards. They tried to flea flicker again. It wasn't that great a play this time. 3rd and 6 at the 41. 8:40 to go. That's a first down. Kaufman. He gains 37 yards. That's his longest catch of the season. And it's 1st and goal at the 4. 7:54 left to go. Throw incomplete. Direct snap to the wideout. They got Hudson in. I'm going to watch for the run. Loss of 2.
Offense, number 75, 10-yard penalty.
Well, you saw that play develop. That was Gregg called for the hold. It's now 2nd and goal at the 14. 7:04 left. Incomplete. 3rd and goal. And field goal would only make it a 6-point game. Incomplete. Rogers was looking for Houghton. Try the field goal here is Longwell. It's good. It's 34-28. So if San Diego can get a touchdown and an extra point, they will take the lead. Here's Sproles. He's 5 yards deep in his end zone. He will take a knee. Trap left, LaDamian. Gain of 3. That's 200 yards plus for him now. He's at 202. But they want to keep feeding him the ball. They're going to go to him on a screen, in fact. Incomplete.
Offsides,
But
defense, number 74, 5-yard penalty.
Green Bay so eager to get at it that it's an offsides, and it's 2nd and 2. Martin. Play action medium hitch. Instead, it's dumped to LaDamian, who gains 8. His 7th catch of the day. He's at 67 yards receiving to go along with the 202 he's got rushing. Damian off tackle right. Gain of 6. It wouldn't be the worst thing for San Diego if they score to get some clock moved. Clock off of the clock. No. Time off the clock here is what I was trying to say. Sweep right, LaDamian Tomlinson, 2nd and 4. We'll go Ricky Young instead and just throw him off that way. He's got it. Close to the first. He's got the first, a pickup of 5. Rivers is 20 of 27 and 228. 2 touchdowns. Back to LaDamianson, trap left. LaDamian 4 yards. He's at 212 now on 27 carries. Bambi on the hitch. And since we're playing short and tight, we're going to go a long fly to Bambi. Instead, it's to Ricky Young. He gets the first down. And we're at 2:45. Pitch to LaDamian. Back to the line. Oh, actually, he gained 3. He's at 2:15. They'll go to the 2-minute warning. It's 34-28 in favor of San Diego. It's 2nd and 7. Medium out route to Anthony Wheeler. Remember, Green Bay's only got 1 timeout. Incomplete. 3rd and 7. With Damian on the screen. But he's going to be trapped. Loss of 3. So this will give San Diego pause. $1.50 on the clock. And this is your ball game for the Chargers. Quarterback must pass. We're going to look to Tony Martin to try to keep the game alive. Incomplete, and Green Bay takes over. Green Bay in the driver's seat now with 1:43 to go. San Diego still has 2 timeouts. And Green Bay just gave him a gift by throwing the ball. 2nd and 10 at the 43. Anderson runs it. Loss of a yard, gain of a yard. And San Diego calls time. Now, if they could stop him here on 3rd down, they can get the ball back. 3rd and 9 at the 44. And Rodgers throws again. Houghton gets the first down, though. And it's academic at this point for San Diego. They had to call their last timeout. If Taylor could just hang on to the ball a couple of times. 1 yard loss there. If Anderson hangs on, this game is over. And it is 34-28, your final. Green Bay with a gutsy win over San Diego to go get themselves another victory. They go to, well, we'll figure that out in a moment. MVP of the game was Houghton, the tight end wide receiver. He had 3 touchdown catches. And you see the scoring summary there. Player stats. Well, we'll do player stats in a minute. Let me do team stats first. 447 San Diego. They had only 1 trip to the red zone and scored on it. Green Bay scored on both of their trips. They had 314 yards. They had a touchdown and a field goal in the red zone. Pretty well played game. Only 8 penalties. 52 plays called by Green Bay. 63 by San Diego. San Diego had it 35 minutes, but did not get the win. As we were saying, 34-28. Rivers was the better quarterback in the ratings books, 113.8. Tomlinson, a huge game, 215 yards. Leading receiver in terms of number was LaDamian Tomlinson, 8 of 64, but Houghton had the most receiving yards with 98 for Green Bay. Leading tackler was Eric Weddle of San Diego at 9. So how does this change the picture in the standings? Green Bay goes 9-3. Minnesota 8-4. Baltimore 8-4, so it'd be Green Bay, Baltimore, Minnesota, and Cleveland in the Northern Conference. San Diego now at 5-7 falls behind Las Vegas for 2nd in the Lower West. In the Western Conference right now, it would be San Francisco, Los Angeles, regardless of what happens tomorrow in the game with New Orleans. Kansas City would be the 3 seed because they didn't win their division, and Denver right now would be 4, but you got Seattle and Las Vegas in hot pursuit. Tomorrow night, we just do one game. New Orleans and Los Angeles. Buffalo and Detroit will be the Friday night game at 7:30, which is technically the Monday night game. This has been Big Polly coming to you. We wish you well, no matter where you are and no matter when you see this. Godspeed, God bless. We'll do it all again soon. Bye bye for now and take care.